Hey guys, my name's Doug with Infotainment.com. Today we're in the 2020 and up Ford Explorer. Today we're going to show you an exciting new upgrade that we're about to release. It's the 10-inch Sync 3 infotainment display. So basically, those of you who bought your Explorer and have the 8-inch display, you can actually upgrade to the 10-inch display 100% plug and play through Infotainment.com. What you're going to need to do is replace your screen, one wire, a little bit of trim panels, and at the very end, you're going to run the obdgenie.com programmer. This is going to reprogram the vehicle to accept the screen, and that way the resolution and everything is like factory. So let's get started. All right, the first thing we're going to do is remove the little cap that's behind the display. Just use like a little dash pry tool or just a small regular screwdriver and remove that cap. And then you get access to the 3 8mm bolts. So you can go ahead and remove those. Once you remove the bolts, you can actually just pull the display away from the dash and then push this little pin in here. Again, you can use like a little screwdriver, it kind of helps. Push the little tab in and then slowly pry that out. You can set this aside, this won't be needed anymore. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to remove these vents. This just pops right out. You could use a dash pry tool. Just get behind it. And it just comes right out. You'll notice the little retaining clips around the perimeter. Now the replacement dash piece here sometimes doesn't come with the vents. That's not a problem. All you need to do is just come in here and pull the 2 tabs at the bottom and at the top, and these just come out and then pop right in to your replacement. The vent will have a little tab here and here, and another one's on the bottom. Once you take it out, you can actually just pop it in from right behind. You'll hear it pop into place. And the next thing we're going to do is remove the liner here. That'll give you access to 3 7mm screws. So go ahead and take those out. The next thing we're going to do here is remove the climate control panel. Again, just held in with retaining clips. So you kind of just give it a little tug and it comes right out. We're going to go ahead and disconnect the connectors. And set this aside. Now I'm going to go ahead and lift up on this little panel here and just set it aside. You don't need to disconnect it. And the same thing on this panel over here. It just pops up. You don't necessarily have to pull it out completely. Just give it enough so you can pull this out. This little tray here needs to come out. Once you have the 3 screws out from before, it just pops out of place. You could set this aside. All right, now what you'll notice is this cable does not plug into the 10-inch display because the orientation of the connector is like this. And obviously you can't go in through the plastic. So basically what we are going to do is we're going to design a little adapter that will just plug into it. It'll maybe be about this long, and then it will allow you to plug in the 10-inch display. However, in the meantime, we are going to include this replacement cable. So this blue connector plugs into your sync module, which is located right here. And then this will be our new connector, which has the proper orientation for the 10-inch display. So we're going to go ahead and route this cable down, plug it into the APIM sync module, and then have this ready to go for the 10-inch display. All right, what I did is I went ahead and routed the blue connector down. I stuck it underneath here, so I actually had to pry up on this bracket just a little bit to sneak the blue connector underneath it. But basically now where we are is we're just right above the sync module. Again, if your kit includes this cable, you can route it any way you want. You just got to get it from here to down here. So there's no right or wrong way to do it. So now that we have it down here, we can go ahead and disconnect the other blue connector and then plug this one in its place. All right, so we went ahead and disconnected it. There's a little tab right here. Just press it with your small screwdriver, it pops right out. And then go ahead and plug in the replacement cable into that exact same connector. It just clips right in. All right, so we have our new cable routed. This old cable is no longer needed. So we'll go ahead and pull it away from the dash. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna tuck it away. Now remember, this is only if you get the kit with the replacement cable. If you have the small adapter, you will use that one. Probably later in 2020 we'll have that available. But in the meantime, we're gonna utilize this cable. So now we're ready to install the remainder of our kit. All right, now with our kit comes a new tray down here. This is recessed to hold the 10-inch display. So basically what this is going to do, it's going to install in the exact same location as the other one. Just pop it into place. We can reinstall our 3 7mm screws. And now we can go ahead and pop these back into place. Go ahead and reinstall our climate control panel. Now, whenever you go to install the climate control panel itself, you gotta kind of put it in coming up on top first. There's these 2 guide pins on the top. You want to kind of come in at an angle. Make sure all your clips are lined up. Pop it into place. All right, we can now go ahead and install our new dash panel here that has the vents. Make sure your clips are lined up all the way around. All right, we went ahead and made sure it was all snapped into place properly with the retaining clips. Now we can install our 10-inch display. So now you'll notice with the replacement cable here, the orientation for the LVDS connector is correct. So what we'll do is we'll come in here, plug that in, bring the cable on this side of this screw hole here, and then you'll notice it'll mount into the panel that we installed earlier. So you kind of have to just push down on it a little bit and then pop it into place. We can now install the 3 8mm bolts behind the display. All right, we went ahead and put the 3 8mm screws in. We're gonna put in this replacement cap. It just pops right in. So now we're ready to go. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put the vehicle in the run position, and we're going to run the OBD Genie programmer. All right, the vehicle is in the run position, so we'll go ahead and plug in our Genie programmer. What we're doing is we'll see a series of lights. What we're waiting for is the solid green light. right, now that we have the solid green light, we can go ahead and disconnect it. All right, after we ran the Genie programmer, we went ahead and shut the vehicle off for a couple minutes, let it sleep. So now let's get in and check it out. Now you notice the nice big 10-inch display. We happen to be in a ST, so you will get that splash screen. Others will get the Ford logo, just like you would on the 8-inch display. But right away, you see the nice 10-inch display here. What an upgrade for the Ford Explorer. You notice it's pinpointing our location immediately in the map here. You do notice you have a split screen, so you have the map on top. You can change the media on the bottom. Whatever you desire, but this is here in the home screen. If you were to go to straight nav, it actually occupies the whole screen, so now you get the full screen for GPS navigation. It's just an awesome feature here from Infotainment.com. So in the home screen, as I mentioned, you can kind of get in the settings menu and change how you want the screen to appear. Audio, you can get into sources up here, AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth streaming audio, really neat. Phone, if you don't have a phone paired, you'll have to pair one. If you did have your phone paired before, it'll carry you right over to the new system. You also get the apps and the settings like you would on the other system. You can come in here and make changes if you want. But what an awesome upgrade. As you can see, super easy to do. Right here in your vehicle, I mean, it took us 15 minutes to do this whole upgrade. So it really enhances the technology in the 2020 Explorer. I did want to take a moment just to show you the CarPlay. I went ahead and plugged in an iPhone. You notice up here you have your CarPlay images or icons up here, your existing audio down here, whether you're listening to Spotify, Pandora, or whatever through your phone. You'll notice that down here. It happens to be in Sirius XM right now. But you get access to all your apps up here, and you'll have the media down in this lower section here. So you could be, in Google Maps, then be able to still look at your station information or the audio that's playing on your phone. So that's kind of a cool little feature there as well. We do this upgrade and so much more here at Infotainment.com. If you happen to have bought a vehicle that didn't have navigation from the factory, we can help you add it. We do the Mustangs, the Ford F-150s, the Super Duties, all the Ford vehicles. We get into Ram and Dodge and Jeep, General Motors, Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC. We do awesome upgrades at Infotainment.com. Thanks for watching. Come check us out.